Okay. Go now. Cool. Welcome to Margin Points. Today's essays, number 58, 59, and 60. And today we're talking about KPMG, Robinhood, and Lululemon. First, we start with a business safari. KPMG thinks it's hunting for startups to help it with AI. Instead, it doesn't realize that it is being hunted. According to the Financial Times, KPMG's US bosses are touring Silicon Valley in search of an AI startup that the Big Four can work with before they become large enough to threaten its business. KPMG could sign partnerships or take equity stakes in the startups to steal access to their technology, US Chief Executive Tim Walsh told the FT. Of course, KPMG wants to learn, and they also want to partner. Most of the startup meetings are educational, helping KPMG decide how to prioritize its in-house development work, but some are likely to lead to alliances or even potentially a minority equity investment from the Big Four firm, Walsh said. Like a proper big game hunter, they have guides and are stepping out into the wild. KPMG's Silicon Valley meetings, brokered by leading venture capital firms, grew out of Walsh's plan to make himself and his management committee, quote, uncomfortable by exposing themselves to startups that threaten to disrupt their business. KPMG has a few things going for it here: distribution to a wide range of businesses, knowledge of a wide range of business problems, market data on willingness to pay across industries and problems, and the real human work product and processes. Startups can benefit from this. However, all of them can be extracted. This approach echoes Toys R Us and Amazon in 2000, when Toys R Us was a much bigger company, 4 to 5x the sales revenue, and much better known. Amazon used the partnership to learn the toy business and then added third-party sellers. Toys R Us thought it was getting a new partner to shepherd it into the digital age. Startups are much smarter now. The advice of Paul Graham on never meeting with corp dev teams has been fully absorbed. Now the only startups that are hunters themselves, looking to try to get specific value and thinking they have an angle to do so. It's easy to look at Amazon and Toys R Us and think maybe that was just a distribution channel story and that an old brick and mortar couldn't adapt because it was fundamentally a different business. For Toys R Us, as for KPMG, a big chunk of the danger was deluding itself into thinking that partnering was the answer. In the classic 1924 short story, The Most Dangerous Game, Richard Connell writes about a hunter who ends up in the game preserve of another hunter who's tired of pursuing animals and now hunts humans. This story turns on an important detail. The hunted knows he's being hunted. That is at once terrifying, but it's also liberating. Much better to realize you're in someone's sights than to keep blissfully roaming in the valley. Next essay is Consumption as Investment. Robinhood is rolling out AI agents that buy for you, from the Wall Street Journal.